Good morning, students. This is Mr. Bernhardt, and today I'm going to be at a science teaching conference, learning more about how to be an even better teacher for you today. So even though I'm not in the classroom, I'm thinking about you guys. Today, let's share our screen. Oh, and I hope you guys are doing well. It's nice to see all of you. I'm going to share this screen here, and let's get started. You can pause this video at any time and feel free to pause and rewatch. Make sure you get all of this done today, okay? So today we have our quick write, our breakout rooms, and we have section 3 and 4. For this, we might skip the breakout rooms because, I think since it's our first time doing it, I'm just going to have you guys do a different activity and just do that on your own. And then for homework, you'll have Amplify 2.2. I think it's section 5 is our homework. Okay, pause this video, copy this down in your notes, and here we go. Our class norms. Keep your audio button on mute unless you're sharing. Keep your language and behavior scholarly. Use the chat box appropriately. Log in with your real name. If I get logged out, please log out and log back in. You're encouraged to keep your camera on. You guys look great. An extra one for today, be extra respectful of our guest teacher. Please show them the same courtesy you show me, and they are a professional teacher just like I am. So thank you so much for your respect and your time. We've got a lot to do, so let's get started. Before we start Amplify, let's respond to the quick write. So our quick write today says, rewatch the rescue team video. We're going to watch that in a second. What characteristics or qualities would their perfect energy source have? Would it be big or small? Would it have high energy or low energy? Would it need to be a certain color? Would it need to be a certain weight? Would it need something else? And I've included in this quick write today my Spanish translation. So, por favor, releer el video de nuestro equipo de emergencia. ¿Cuál características o calidades tienen la sistema perfecta para ellos o ellas? ¿Grande o pequeña? ¿Alta energía o baja? ¿Color? ¿Peso? ¿Por qué? Why? And I want your explanation. Why? So please log in here to the quick write, and I am going to play our video in just a second. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share computer sound.
Hey, I found somebody over here. There's no one here. Keep looking.
Come on, let's check the next floor.
Abby, how stable is this building?
After the earthquake, not sure, but we don't have much time to evacuate any survivors.
Abby, I think I see someone. Are you okay? Can you hear me?
She's breathing and she has a steady pulse, but she needs to get to the hospital. Call in our position.
My battery's dead.
Wonderful. Use mine.
Your battery's drained too.
You can get up now, Anna.
Good thing it's just a test drill, right?
Well, it could be worse. Guess we still have working flashlights. Oh.
Guys, we have to find a way to keep these batteries charged.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. So what characteristics does their energy source need to be? I'm gonna transfer us back to our quick write, and please finish this quick write. Quickly, we're gonna pause about 5 minutes, and you're just going to spend this time first finding your name. You're gonna log into the quick write, right? We can always go to our quick write if we log into our Schoology and we click on the quick write button, right? Once you click that, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. And I recommend clicking this button right here this square with an arrow going out of it, we'll make it bigger for you, make it easier to see. Then you're going to scroll down, find your name, and type your answer right here. I'm going to scroll down, scroll down. Remember, if you are looking for full points, you're going to want to write at least 100 characters, 100 letters. If you are doing a pretty good job, it'll turn light green. And if you need a little more, less than 50 characters, it will turn yellow. Okay, you can pause the video here, finish the quick write, and click ready when you're finished with your quick write. Okay, our third activity today is called evaluating energy sources. You must, oh, we're not going to do breakout rooms. Sorry guys, my bad. It's just too much for today. Chapter 2, our question is, how can rescue workers get energy to batteries in their equipment during rescue missions? ¿Cómo pueden el equipo de emergencia reciben energía a las baterías en el equipaje durante la misión de rescue? So we talked about this. What would make a good energy source and a good option for the rescue team? I'm looking at what other students have said, and they said that it needs to be small, right? It needs to be something they can hold in their hand or maybe put in a backpack, something they can take with them. Another thing is it has to work all day. It can't only work during the day and not during the night. Other students have said that it doesn't matter what color it is, right? But it should be lightweight. Can you think of any other things that our team would need? So next, we're going to work individually, and you're going to evaluate how useful energy sources would be for our rescue team. You're going to sort these ideas from best to worst. Then you'll record your ideas. We've already seen things about energy sources from the sun, energy sources from fuel or gasoline, human power like a hand crank, and wind can be energy sources. Here's 2 other energy sources that we haven't looked at yet, but we're going to consider today. One is hydroelectric power. So with hydroelectric energy, kinetic energy, or the energy of movement from falling water, is converted or changed to electricity using a generator. And as you can see, these are very large operations. A hydroelectric power plant can power an entire city. And then we also have a nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plants convert or change energy that is stored in uranium atoms. Okay, this is a radioactive element, and there's energy inside of that that's coming out in a form of radioactivity. And it converts or changes that energy into heat, which heats water up and causes steam and works a generator and outputs electrical energy. And this is also enough to power an entire city. So look, here is a nuclear power plant that uses the uranium atom, or the uranium element, which is a rare element in Earth. It's found in Colorado, in Utah, in Arizona, in the United States. So let's think about how useful a nuclear power plant would be. We need to decide whether it's the best or the worst. Okay. What do you think? Is a nuclear power plant, let's look at it one more time. Is this nuclear power plant a good energy source for our team? Not in general, but could our team use a nuclear power plant on rescue missions? So think about that. Yes or no? What do you think? Pause this video and just Just think about that. So I think, let's think about what our quick rate said, right? What qualities, what characteristics would our rescue team need? Let's ask ourselves, is this small? Well, no, a power plant is a huge, complicated building that has multiple working parts and is actually very dangerous because uranium is radioactive and that can cause extreme sickness, illness, or death in people if you don't use it right. So, I mean, already I'm thinking this is not the best. And it's not lightweight. Even the uranium atom is very, very heavy. It's way heavier than gold. So I am going to say that the nuclear power plant is not the best. I'll let you decide if it's going to be the worst. Okay. So I want you to log into Amplify right now. So we're going to log into Amplify. So scroll down in Schoology to our Amplify Science Middle School. And it's going to open in a new tab. So let me share this. We'll wait for it to log in. And we are on we're on part 3 right now. And it says student, just student, but I want you to rank these energy sources. So I want you to read each energy source card, and I want you to look at them, and I want you to think about which ones would be good and which ones would not be good for our rescue team. When you're finished with this activity, I want you to answer these questions. First, which energy source did you rank as the best option for your rescue team? Was the best option the nuclear plant? Oh, let's take a look at these pictures first, right? We have our nuclear power plant. We have our hydroelectric dam. We have solar power. And for solar power, I would say you could think about like a small handheld solar panel. We have a hand crank generator that generates electricity through a small motor. We have wind power with big windmills, a coal power plant, and a internal combustion engine that would be in like a car or in a car or a generator or something like that. So thinking about these pictures, which one do you think is the best option for our team? Is it the nuclear power plant? Is it the solar cell? Is it the fuel-based power plant? Is it the human-powered generator or the wind turbine? Which one are you going to choose as the best option? And most importantly, why? You need here to have at least 100 characters and complete logical sentences, period. Okay, characters. Okay, so I want you doing the same idea as our quick write. You need to have a logical and well thought out answer here. Also, next, which energy source do you rank as the worst option for our team? Same thing. Which one do you think will be the worst and why? Okay. When you're done, click the hand in button down here and you will move on to the next part. Again, I'm expecting at least 100 characters, complete sentences, and I want it to be well thought out. Why is that the worst one? I mean, there's some here that, I'm gonna be real, there's some here that are bad. Which one's the worst? And maybe why is it the worst? Okay, let's go back. Go ahead and pause the video, push pause, and complete this activity. Restart it when you're ready to go. New share. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Wrong screen. Here we go. All right. So we've done that. Where did you place the cards and why? I want you to explain your thinking in your in your writing. So activity 4. Today we're going to introduce energy transfer diagrams. These are drawings, but you don't have to draw. They are they're a diagram. It's something that you can use to show how energy moves in a system, how it transfers. So we're going to use our sorting tool to create energy transfer diagrams. These are going to help us show how energy moves and changes in a system. Now, we've been thinking about the source of energy for rescue workers, right? Which one did you choose? And we also have to think about how energy gets to their devices. So I am going to show you how to make an energy transfer diagram of a flashlight getting energy from a battery. Okay, so you're going to have a screen that looks like this. And I'm actually going to go to our Amplify page. Okay, and I'm going to go back to Amplify. And I'm going to click on, well, I'm going to do 4. And this is going to explain your homework tonight. Okay, so here's my, now I need to go back, new share. So here is my energy transfer diagram. Oh my goodness, I did this from the last one. Can I reset? Oh, I sure can. Reset that. Okay, so looking at this, energy transfer diagrams help us think about how energy gets to the rescue team's devices. One of the main pieces of equipment that rescue workers need is a flashlight. So does a flashlight have potential energy? Is it stored? Is it kinetic energy? Energy of motion? Or is it light energy? Right? So you need to look at all of these things and think, what kind of energy is this? Remember that you can go back into our vocabulary page and you can get that. But I'm going to tell you right now that a flashlight has light energy. Okay, it's light. So anytime that we're doing this, we're going to think if it shines, it's light energy. Now, the next part, where does the light energy come from? Remember, what goes inside of this flashlight is going to be a charged battery. A charged battery, is it moving or is it storing energy? So a charged battery has potential or it's stored energy. And let's see here. I want to show how the energy is moving. Is the energy moving from, and I'm going to use this arrow to show it. Okay, I'm going to move the arrow. See this yellow dot? I'm just going to drop it there. Now I have to decide, is the energy going from the light to the battery? Is it going from the battery to the light? Right? What do you think? From the light to the battery or from the battery to the light? Well, from experience, we know that our light is getting energy transferred. It's transferring from potential energy to light energy, and it's transferring or moving from the battery to the light. And it's also converting. It's changing from potential energy to light energy. So it transfers from this to this, and it converts from potential energy to light energy. Now, where did the charged battery get its energy? Where did this battery get its energy from? In this case, just for an example, right, we need sun shining on a solar cell. And really, I'm thinking about the solar cell. Okay, so when we use the solar cell, we have kinetic energy. I know I told you light was going to be light energy, and yes, there is light energy in this. But when the sunlight converts that energy, right? It's going from the sun to the solar cell, turning from light energy into kinetic energy. And from the solar cell, it transfers to the battery. Now, from the battery, it also transfers to the flashlight, and then we have a useful flashlight. I wish I had more of these things, but they're always transferring energy or moving it and converting that energy. So, you know, here's the flashlight, right? Well, we already did this. Oh my gosh. I just showed you how to do this. So our vocabulary words today are transfer. To move one object from one, to move from one object to another or one place to another, right? When we transfer, right? I'm going to take my cell phone here and I can transfer it from one hand to another. I just transferred my cell phone from one hand to another. We can also transfer energy from one object to another, right? We can transfer energy from our bodies through a hand crank generator into a battery. The other vocabulary word today is convert. To convert means to change from one type to another. Let's see, a good conversion, or when I convert something, I convert, oh my gosh. I think about like religion, right? You've heard about somebody converting from one religion to another. You would think about maybe someone who is Buddhist converting to Christianity, or someone who is Muslim converting to Islam, or Muslim converting to say Hinduism, right? You have all these different conversions. They're changing religions. In this case, we're changing energy from one kind of energy to another, from kinetic energy to potential energy, from potential energy to light energy. We're converting that. And now we need a key concept. Okay, those vocabulary words, we will make sure that we update that next Monday. Okay, next Monday we'll put those in. But for now, you know the words transfer and convert. Really important for today. Key concept is that nothing creates energy. If something has energy, the energy must have been transferred or moved from something else. This is true in the entire universe. Nothing in this universe creates energy. It's already created. It just moves from one form to another. Energy can also be transferred from one object to another, and energy can be converted from one type to another, from kinetic to potential, from potential to light, or from potential to heat, or whatever. We're going to learn way more about this. So this is your homework assignment. It's a pretty short day, right? If you got that all done and you know how to do an energy transfer diagram, you're almost done. For this activity, you're going to make your own energy transfer diagram, just like we did. It's going to look exactly the same. And you're going to read an article called How We Store Energy. Okay, so for your homework, we have 3 different scenarios. Oops, you know what? I am going to actually open this one. I'm actually going to share Amplify. All right, so we're going to go to homework number 5. Right, so if you were in Amplify Science, one more time, you're in Harnessing Human Energy. Maybe you got lost. lost or logged out. You have chapter 2, lesson 2.2, and we are in part 5 now. This is our last activity for today. Do it in class, right? That way you don't have to do it over the weekend. And scenario 1 or activity 1, you need to power a flashlight with a battery using energy from the sun as an energy source, right? And then when you're done, you're going to press hand in, and it's going to take a screenshot automatically for you. Optional, if you want to build this in the simulator, you can totally, oh my gosh. Whoops. You're gonna do that one more time so you can actually see it. Sorry, guys. So you're gonna make an energy transfer diagram in this scenario, okay? Scenario 1, you're going to power a flashlight with a battery using energy from the sun. You can also build this in the simulator if you would like. And then you're going to press next to make another diagram. So you're going to drag the battery and the sun shining on the solar cell to the correct bins. Okay, so this is the first part. You're going to drag this. And I've already kind of done this and handed it in. And we actually did this one as practice, right? So remember, you've got to read the scenario. Power a flashlight with a battery using energy from the sun as an energy source. So we need to power a flashlight with a battery from the sun. Okay, so this is what the first one is going to look like, right? I need you to use arrows and I need you to drag these. The next one you're going to do, and you can copy this one, right? This is a good starter. The second one you're going to do, scenario 2, oops. You know what, I'm just gonna show this one. And this one, you are going to power a flashlight with a battery using energy from fuel or gasoline as the energy source. So you need to find out, you know, what are you going to use? Which one has potential energy? Which one has kinetic energy? Which one has light energy? How is this moving and converting? All right, and the third one, right? We've done 1, 2, 3. The third one is practice with energy transfer diagrams, energy from food. So make an energy transfer diagram for this scenario. Power a flashlight with a battery, same thing as always, using energy from food as the energy source. This is really, you've got to think. What uses food? Here, I'm going to transfer back over here. New share. All right. Thinking about all of these things, right? We've already know we got that and we have a battery. Where does food fall in? How would food, which has potential energy, how would food power this? Okay, we need to convert something to something a person would do. Okay, so that is your homework, parts 1 and 2. And then I'm going to do a new share. Back to here, back to our this, and then part 4, and you're always gonna click hand in, and then you need to read this. So I want you to read this and complete it in class or as homework. In this lesson, you've evaluated different energy sources, including renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power. One of the big challenges that we face as humans is how to store energy. To learn more about this challenge, read and annotate how we store energy. Then answer the questions below and hand in your article. So you're going to read this article. Remember, if you see a blue word, you can click it and it will have the definition in English or Spanish. Let me annotate this for a second and write down what I'm looking for. So I need, so highlight in yellow words you don't know. Highlight in green important ideas, right? Main ideas. And then make at least, let's go 5 annotations or notes that help you understand the article. I'll put a period here. Okay, so I want you to highlight in yellow words you don't know, highlight in green important ideas, and make at least 5 annotations or notes to help you understand. So let's read this first paragraph together and I will help you. Remember, you can always have it read to you by clicking this button. Let me change the annotations.
How we store energy. Humans have always been good at transferring energy from place to place.
Okay, so this is what we're doing. So maybe one of the words, so humans have always been good at transferring energy from place to place. Long ago, we figured out how to transfer energy from fire to cook our food. How to use sails. Maybe you don't know what this word sails is. I'm going to click it. I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to make it green. If it turned a different color, just click it again and make it green. Sails to harness the wind and take us where we want to go. And how to use tools that transfer energy from our bodies to get a job done. We found plenty of ways to transfer energy. Okay, so I'm going to say, so long ago. So I'm going to click here and make a note. I'm going to say humans have been using energy for a long time, right? So long ago, we learned how to use fire to cook our food. I'm going to click save, and now I see that you have a note, right? So, and then a main idea. Storing energy for later, however, has never been easy, right? I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to turn this into, oh, I'm sorry. I'm turning this one green, but this one, sales, was a word I didn't know. It's going to be yellow. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I hope this was useful. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you have a great weekend. And I am going to log out and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, guys.